On this episode of How to Make Dinner, I'm making an LA street dog. Just a disclaimer, I've never made an LA street dog before. I've never eaten an LA street dog before, and I've never actually even been to LA, I don't think. Maybe technically once when I was little, but I wasn't eating any street dogs, I'll guarantee you that. But I've seen a lot of them being made in videos, online, in the blogs, and I wanted to eat one, so I'm gonna make one. So, step 1, take your dog. Step 2, wrap the dog in bacon. This is some really nice bacon and a really nice hot dog that I got at a local butcher. And I think because the bacon might fall off if I don't, I'm gonna use a toothpick to secure it in place. So, as far as I can tell, an LA street dog is basically just a bacon wrapped hot dog with certain specific toppings and certain variable toppings. They're usually done on a grill, which I'm gonna do now by throwing this on. And then we're just gonna wait. Apparently the LA street dog actually originates in Mexico, which doesn't surprise me at all, especially because the one time I have eaten a bacon wrapped dog, it's been in Mexico. So that all checks out for me. And in terms of the health concerns that I think some people might have with this kind of food, I'm kind of the belief that if you're gonna eat a hot dog, whether or not you wrap it in bacon, it's not gonna make a huge amount of difference really in your life, I don't think. If you're eating bacon wrapped hot dogs daily, then you might wanna be a little bit, pay a little bit of attention, but I'm not eating these daily. I'm sure you're not either. But it's a nice thing to dive into once in a while, don't you think? It's kind of liberating, wrapping a dog in bacon. I lied when I said that I had never made bacon wrapped dogs. I have once, earlier today, when we filmed this entire video and the sun was just a little bit too bright, so we didn't really get the footage we wanted. Maybe we'll show a little bit kind of woven into this video, but I thought it would be better to just redo the whole thing. So here we are. One hot dog just for me. Now the risk with these, because bacon is really fatty, is that they might flare up. They'll almost definitely flare up. So if you're getting a lot of flare-ups, you can always have like a piece of tin foil or something else on the grill to kind of protect it from the direct flames, maybe like a pan. But I'm just gonna play with fire, so to speak, and keep it on the direct flames. Okay, dog. You might want to hurry it up a little. Okay, so the dog is cooking away and it's looking close to done. It's been about 3 or 4 minutes and I'm just going to toast my bun. And this is a good opportunity to talk about bun toasting. So first of all, I made these buns because sometimes hot dog buns are kind of hard to find, like decent ones. My bakery didn't have any this morning, so I just took my dinner rolls recipe that I did in a video a little while ago and turned them into hot dog buns by making them elongated. So this is going on the grill, but what I'm not gonna do is I'm not gonna open it up. I see so many people go to grill and toast hot dog buns, and the first thing they do is open it up and try and toast the inside, which just doesn't compute for me because A, the hinge isn't strong enough to withstand that, so it's gonna break in half. And B, why do you want toasty inside? I feel like you want steamy inside and toasty outside. So my advice for any hot dog bun toasting endeavors is to drop the bun straight on the grill. No opening, no butterflying, just pop it on there and give it a minute and it'll get nice and toasty. As for toppings, it can get a little bit wild. I feel like probably the situation in LA is that each vendor has their own signature toppings. But one thing that I've seen consistently in all of my research is garlic mayo always seems to be a thing. And sauteed peppers and onions seem to always be a thing. And pretty much always ketchup and mustard. So I've taken a few liberties with mine. I also have some shredded lettuce, which is kind of weird for a hot dog, but I'm just kind of in the mood for like a little bit of crunch. And I did see one guy use shredded lettuce on his, and I thought that was cool. The other thing that I have, is a little bit of shredded cheese, which I didn't see much of in the blogosphere, but I did see a lot of like a melted, like a queso cheese sauce. So I figured I'm using cheese. And this is just some grated, actually this is like medium Gouda or something. And I also have a few pickled jalapenos because I love them. And I do have the garlic mayo because I love mayo. So yeah. All right, let's see how this is doing. So I'm gonna flip the bun. I've got just a nice, you can just feel it's nice and toasty. Not too toasty. I don't want it to be crunchy. I just want that little bit of crisp. I'm gonna rotate my dog one last time. The dogs we made earlier were really flaring up. This one seems to be a little bit more controlled. Time to put it all together. So I've got my bun. It's nicely crispy a little bit on the outside, and it's warm inside and a little bit steamy. I'm gonna drop the mayo in first because I feel like that just feels like a nice little bed for everything else. And then I'm gonna put a little bit of this crunchy lettuce in. Optional, again, just do your thing. Do whatever works for you. And then I've got some peppers and onions, which are pretty nicely caramelized. I've had them going on the sidelines. And then I'm gonna put my cheese in there. And it's pretty full already. There's very little room for an actual hot dog at this point. But I'm gonna sneak it in here. Yeah. Okay, last things. A little bit of ketchup and mustard. I like mustard, as you can tell. Ooh, I love that. And then I'm just gonna glue 3 little jalapenos on top. Come on. That's pretty ultimate, isn't it? Look at that thing. Care for a hot dog? Okay, that's it. So all that's left to do is obviously eat this thing. And I'm gonna just pull a bit of a Guy Fieri move here and just give her. Mmm. Mmm. I freaking love hot dogs, you guys. Tube-shaped meat, who knew? I'm gonna get a bite this time with the jalapeno. Mmm. Mmm. Thank you so much for making hot dogs with me today. I hope you like this Canadian who's barely ever been to LA's interpretation of an LA street dog. I certainly enjoyed making it, and I'm really enjoying eating it. So let me know if you're gonna make them, and if you do, I'd love to hear about your topping selection. And enjoy, and I'll see you next time.